Hello everybody and welcome to this tutorial. And in this one we're going to make a procedural door in Houdini. And the most part is going to be in Houdini, and then the last part is going to be in Unity, where we do the logic and the scripts. So I'm going to show you what's going on here. So you see this door, kind of a sci-fi door, and you walk up to it and it's open up like this. And it's a nice script to it, so you can kind of just go into it and then leave it, and it kind of doesn't need to do the whole kind of opening. So we're going to do this, and what's really cool is that because of its procedural, and let's say we have the door in the Houdini, we can change, maybe we want a little bit further down, a bigger circle, and we want the door to be a little bit shorter, and then we have it in Unity, and now it works as intended. Cool, huh? So yeah, it's kind of procedurally, and we're gonna do it. So let's get started. And I guess it's gonna be, I don't know how long time it will take to do it. Hopefully not too many tutorials. So yeah, let's go. So the first thing we're gonna do is to start in a new fresh scene. And I have it prepared over here. So this is an empty scene. And I have already the Houdini file here. So I just saved it over here. So when we save the door, it will pop up here. So the first thing, we're gonna just make everything that we need. And yeah, so in the geometry node and in here we have a tube, and it's standing like a bin, but we're going to have it forward Z. So if you look down here, you can see that the forward direction is this way. So that's where we're going to think about, because we need to think about the directions and stuff. And this one, I'm going to have it end caps, and here we have columns, so I will always think like 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. So I'm gonna have 32 on that one, and we're gonna have it 1 unit up, and I'm gonna copy this parameter here, like copy parameter, and then just paste it over here. So now I can kind of control it here. Of course, you could do the radius scale here, but now if this one is 2, that means the radius is 1. So I want to more control the radius, because I feel that's more like, then I know the actual numbers, so I don't confuse myself. And then we're going to have a box, and this box is going to represent the door. So we're going to have a 2 meter units tall door, and if we copy this parameter here, then I paste it here, and I multiply it with the half, that makes it always stand like this. So now we can just do like this. That's really nice. And I'm actually going to do the same thing here, and do the center, paste relative reference times a half. So that means that now we have, well, actually, I would like the tube to be 0.25. So the door should be not that thick. Let's say 0.25. That's going to be the thickness. So now if we use Boolean, and we do like this, now you see we extract the door from this cylinder. But if we do here, we do intersect, now we kind of save the intersection. That's definitely what I want. And to make it a little bit easier down the road, we're going to change this one. So up here you can toggle this one, and I'm going to make this one round, like the cylinder. And this one I'm going to have like a box shape. And the reason I want it like this is because now we can do object merge. Then I can have this one here, and these ones with the color palette here. And that's going to make these kind of know that these are combined or they work together. And then I'm going to have this one here and this one. These two are going to be, let's say, bluish, and I'm going to have the shape on this one a rectangle too, and this is going to be the round one. And this one need to have the box in here. So why I do this, I don't want these lines go. I want this one instead. So now you see this box is linked up in here. And the colors and shapes make it more nice. And we're going to do the same thing down here. And now when I think about it, well, the cylinder works really great here. So we're going to do the same thing here. So I'm just going to alt drag to copy it. And then we do the same thing here. So now this is going to be subtract. So now you see we have the door part and we have the circle part. And if we just merge these ones like this, now, and now you see if we are just moving this one up and down, it kind of follows. So that's really nice. Now we can control where it is. So to make this work when we export it as an FBX, we don't want everything. So if we look here in Unity and we look at the other one here. So if you look at this one here. So where do we have it? So this has the lock part here, and we have the door part here. And we actually have it like this, you know. So they have like parent and child things going on here. And to make that happen, we need to use this name where we have it. Where is it? This one here. We should be able to have this one. Why can't we have it? Oh, here. Okay, now it works. So build hierarchy from path attribute. So we want to use name. So let's say if we have a Wrangler here, and well, before we do that, I'm going to show you like this. So we have, if we do copy to points like this, and if we do add, so this node here is empty. But if we do add here, now we added a point. So now we have a point in the center over here. So if we do like this, now you see that we actually copy this cylinder to this point. And the point is down here at the origin. But the cylinder is up here, and this will not work for us because we need a point to be at the center where the cylinder is, to have the center correctly when it rotates. So here, if we copy this cylinder center, just copy it and then we paste it into the points position. Paste relative reference. Now you can see that we have the point in the center. But now when we do copy to points, you will actually see that this is kind of 1 time, 2 times. So it's kind of doing it a little bit above. The reason is because it's copying the stuff from here. And this one has now the pivot down here. So what I'm trying to say is that this one need to be at the center. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, let's see, I'm going to think about this. Of course, there's more way to do this, but down the line, there is a reason why we're going to do it this way. But if you think about it, now we have this cylinder here. and we have the point here. So we kind of know where the pivot is. And what we do here, if we take the we do vector other position is equal to. So what we do here, we take the point information in the input 1. So this is 0 and this is 1. And then we take the position attribute at point 0. And this point 0 is this one here. And then we just, for all the points on this mesh, so all the points here, we just subtract that position. So we do at position other position like this. So now we kind of center it. There's other ways to do it, but there's a reason down the line we do it. Now when we paste this, because now this is moving correctly up here. Why this is good is because now if we do pack instance and if we do the centroid, you see the pivot is actually placing in the center of it, but we need it to be in the origin. And it doesn't really look good actually. Why is this happening? It should be, yeah, okay, I was looking at the wrong angle. So now you can see the point is at the center, exactly what we want it to be. So if we now just put a name on this one. So let's do, it's going to be, it's important to do it on primitives. So we do sat name. We're going to make sure we have name here. So we're going to do door/lock. We can do door left. Then we just have a transform to compensate the unit scale between Houdini and Unity. And this is going to be 100 times. So if we do it now and save to disk, well, I don't want this one. We're going to do Sci-Fi door 01. And save it again. And now if we check here in our, we remove the out, but we add the Sci-Fi door like this. So now this is really good because here we have the lock. And if you see here, we change to pivot. Now we can rotate it like this. So this is perfect. This is what we want later. So this is the first step and we're going to continue in the next tutorial. So thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.